Karibuni tena wanafunzi wangu wa chemistry, na leo tuanze new topic ambayo ni states of matter kwenye physical chemistry. Vipindi vilivyopita tuko na malizia topic ya equilibrium, na usahau kusubscribe hii channel pamoja na kushare kwa ajili ya vipindi vya chemistry, biology, physics pamoja na advanced mathematics. So tuanze topic mpya ambayo ni states of matter. Tunapozungumzia states of matter maana tunazungumzia mada za vitu, tunazungumzia solid, liquids pamoja na gases. So in this topic we will start talking of gases, and then we'll later go to discuss about the liquids and the solutions most of times. And in case of solids, it is not most often. We are not talking often of solids in these topics. So firstly, as you can see here, states of matter is the function of strength of intermolecular forces. If you remember our general chemistry, we said the intermolecular forces, they are forces between molecules. So let's say we have hydrogen gas, and then we have another hydrogen gas. This is called a molecule. And this also is called a molecule. The force between the molecule is what we call intermolecular force. Intermolecular force. So the strength of intermolecular forces between the molecules differs from one substance to another, and the difference in the strength of intermolecular forces is the one which lead to different states of matter. Kama ambavyo unakumbuka kwenye form 1 chemistry au physics, kama unakumbuka ni kwamba mlisoma gases. Gases zenyewe huwa zinakuwa zina particles ambazo ziko very far apart. Hizi zinakuwa ni gases. This is how gases they appear. Then soma liquids zenyewe particles zinakuwa ni closer. Particles zinaweza kaonekana ni closer, lakini bado zinakuwa zina uwezo kumove. In gases zinakuwa zina uwezo kabisa wa kufanya random motion, wakati kwenye liquids zinakuwa zina uwezo kumove lakini sio kufanya random motion. Kwenye solids, if you remember, huwa mnasoma hiyo kwenye form 1 physics au chemistry. Kwenye solids ni kwamba particles zinakuwa packed, tightly packed, kiwango cha kwamba they do not move. They have the ability only to vibrate but not to move. You see, this is how they always illustrate. Kwa hiyo kuchora hivi huwa ina maana kwamba this is because of the difference in the strength of intermolecular forces. The strength of intermolecular force in solids is greater compared to liquids, is greater compared to gases. So gases has less strength of intermolecular forces compared to liquids, and the liquids has less strength of intermolecular forces compared to solids. So if the intermolecular force present in a substance are too weak, that room temperature is enough to break them, then that substance is referred to as a gaseous substance. Room temperature ambayo always kwenye mazingira yetu inaweza ikawa ni 25 degrees centigrade is taken as room temperature. Kama hii temperature na uwezo wa kubreak hizo bond, inaitwa gas substance. If the intermolecular force of attraction are relatively stronger, that the room temperature is enough to weaken them, then the substance is referred to as a liquid substance. Is enough to weaken, not to break. That is a liquid substance. And if the intermolecular force are too strong, such that room temperature cannot weaken or break them, then the substance is referred to as solid. So here the room temperature has ability to break, here has ability to weaken, but here the intermolecular force of attraction, they are unable to weaken and to break. And these substances, they are called solids. So there are three common states of matter, which are gaseous state, liquid state, and solid state. Note, some substance such as water can exist in all three states of matter. At a temperature below 0, water exists as solid. At a temperature above 0, water exists as liquid. And at a temperature above 100 centigrade, water exists as gaseous. Also, these three states of matter are interconvertible, and this can be done through heating or cooling. Heating increases the interparticle spacing and increases the kinetic energy of the particles. Kwa tunapofanya heating, tunakuwa tunaongeza space kati ya particles. Na tunapoongeza space kati ya particles, pia tunakuwa tunasababisha sasa kinetic energy ya particles iongezeke. Kwa heating tunaweza convert kitu kutoka solid au toka liquid kwenda kwenye gas, kwa sababu heating ina weaken intermolecular force of attraction. Now we have some of the terminologies ambazo tutaenda kuzitumia kwa mbele. Terminology inaitwa critical temperature. Critical temperature of a substance is the temperature at and above which vapor of a substance cannot be liquefied no matter how much pressure is applied. Is the temperature at and above which vapor of a substance cannot be liquefied no matter how much pressure is applied. Tunajua kwamba pressure ni mgandamizo. Tunavyokuwa tuna mgandamizo huu unaweza ukakibana kitu. Ukikibana kitu mgandamizo ukikibana kitu, kile kitu kinakuwa kina uwezo wa kuchange labda kutoka gas, kwa sababu gas maana yake particles ziko very far apart. Lakini tukizibana, tukizicompress, zina uwezo wa kuchange toka gas kwenda kwenye nini? Kwenye liquid. Lakini critical temperature, in temperature ambayo, yani kwenye temperature kama hii hapa, au temperature ambayo ni juu ya hii, hata kama ukikibana kitu kwa nguvu gani, bado hakichange. Unachogundua hapo nini? Ni kwamba kwa nini kitu hakichange? Kitu hakitachange kwa sababu temperature ni kubwa. Temperature ikiwa kubwa, tumesema heating, increase ya heat au increase ya temperature. Heat na temperature ni vitu viwili tofauti, lakini increase ya heat maana yake pia temperature inakuwa increase, kwa sababu the increase in heat energy is very proportional to the increase in temperature. Increase ya hivyo vitu inasababishia the space between particles in increase, hence matter inakuwa inashindwa compress. Lakini pia tuna critical pressure of a substance is the pressure required to liquefy a gas at its critical temperature. At its critical temperature. So for critical pressure to be measured, the gas must be at critical pressure. So simply that was the introduction to the states of matter. In this period I will end up here, and in the next period we'll start discussing about the gaseous state, and we'll go to discuss about the general characteristics of gases and different aspects about gases. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, to share the video, and to like this video, and tell your fellow students to join my channel for more studies in physical chemistry, in physics, advanced mathematics, and even in advanced biology. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice study.